Hi guys, FrostFangs here and welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video. We are going to be playing some Tyra today. She got changed in the Pirates patch. I didn't end up covering it on the PTS. I actually made a video before the PTS was up, just talking about the change and what was going to happen and how I reckon it'll affect her, and now it's actually all gone through. As far as I know, it went through the exact same as it was put in to the PTS. There weren't any changes to it. Quickly, just to go through what she actually got nerfed, it's basically just Hunter's Mark. I don't think there's anything else that they touched, and specifically Hunting Party got kind of screwed. It now gives you 2 charges and benefits allies, but it no longer reduces the cooldown of your F by 2 seconds, which I think makes sense. I don't know why it really did that in the first place, but it also no longer buffs the damage amp on it, so it's now 15% whether you have the talent or not. It doesn't go up to 25% like it used to. But other than the talent, they actually nerfed Tyra at base as well, so Hunter's Mark has 1 second less cooldown, which is good now that you can't get the 2 seconds off of it from the talent, but it also has 1 second less duration, so they took 1 off the cooldown, 1 off the duration, so now it's 5 seconds instead of 6 and 14 instead of 15. And they also nerfed Favored Quarry, the card that basically everybody ran, which increased the duration of it. It still does the same thing, it just does it at a less effective rate, so it went from 1 second every single level to 0.6. What they have done with the nerf I think is kind of appropriate, because Hunting Party was way too strong in the last patch. It was just kind of ridiculous. It had been for a really long time, and they didn't really nerf it until people started to catch on and everybody started playing it. It was like that for absolutely ages. Haven't played with it yet in this patch, but considering they only really nerfed the actual amount that you can throw it out by a little bit, I'm guessing I'm still going to have the mark out pretty much the entire game. They did nerf the duration by a little bit, and this card got nerfed as well, so I'll probably notice that more than anything, and I guess I'll probably also notice the fact that it's not a 25% damage buff. I think that'll be the biggest thing. They do have 2 separate loadouts, which I'll go through when we hop in. Final team is Furia, BK, Zin, Ruckus. Pretty straightforward there. I reckon Zin and BK combo quite well with us, and on their side they have IO, another BK, but then they have a Nara, Grok, and Willow. What I think will be really interesting for this, though, will be whether it actually gets nerfed again, or whether they end up pulling it back up, or whether they actually end up just leaving it where it is, because I'd be interested to see what they would actually continue nerfing if they chose to push this down even further. I don't think currently it needs to go down very much more, if at all. I feel like it's probably okay, maybe even needs a little bit of a buff, because I used to see it all the time. Hunting Party Tyra, the last patch, was mental, and possibly even a little bit in the patch beforehand, but this one I haven't really seen it all that much. So we'll go ahead and grab Hunting Party, and then we'll grab one of the 2 alerts. This one is basically the same as this one. These are the 2 options I have. This one just has Tracker higher and then has Favored Quarry lowest. This is duration. The other one is more for speed. They both have Primal Might and Ranger to reduce the cooldown and also reset the cooldown. Hunting Season 1, Tracker and Favored Quarry for duration. A little bit of a heal and also a little bit of a movement speed buff. Considering this map is kind of large, I don't know if I'm really going to need the extra duration. I feel like I should go for the speed one, or maybe not. Should we just go for this? We'll go for this. We'll go for this one, and we'll probably end up doing 2 games, and I'll use the speed one if we do like a TDM or an Onslaught. Probably makes more sense there. We'll start off with Cauterize, because they have IO and also a Grok, although he is going damage, Lifelink, Chain Reaction, Nightshade, Mother's Grace, Smolder, Rocket Barrage, and Royal Subjects and Cherish. Okay, cool. I completely forgot to mention this in the past couple of videos, and I nearly forgot to mention it in this one as well. Giveaway for like battle passes and stuff is currently ongoing. There'll be a link in the description to it if you want to enter. It's completely free, obviously. If you're following my stuff, you just have to go ahead and click a bunch of buttons, and you're basically entered with like no effort. I'm in a really tough spot right now, and I think I might die, or maybe not. I've got a nade. There we go. Nice. I'm actually still up. Thank you for the heal, Fury. I'm trying to just avoid as much damage as I can. She seems to be going in here. Strange choice, but sure, she's out. We'll throw a mark on you. Throw the fire. That is exactly what I wanted to do. I don't know what you're talking about. There's a mark for him as well. There's a nade for you. I am so goddamn low, and there's so many indicators on my screen. Why are they all broken? Objective lost, but I've somehow managed to stay alive for most of this. Maybe I should be playing in 3rd person. That might be interesting. I don't think I've ever played Tyra in 3P. Just keep getting shots on you. There's a mark. There's a nade, which dealt no damage. I'm getting a lot of damage so far this game, but I'm also getting really close to death really often. There's a mark for you. There's shots. Nice. There's a nade that did no damage. I'm so bad with Tyra's nade right now for some reason. That Grok is out. There's a mark for the Tyra. I don't know if I marked her already, but if I didn't, she's got one on her now. There's one for the Willow as well. Oh, I'm so close to being gone, but she was stunned. Don't even know what stunned her. I think Furia might have landed the stun, and that was a really clutch play, but we managed to kill that Willow. How am I still alive? I feel like I should have died like 3 times over so far. That Grok is ulting. I marked him, and he's gone. I can't believe I actually just traced him really well. We got the kill too, so I got a bit of a heal on it. This Tyra is getting bursted. I am Tyra. This is not a Tyra. This is a freaking Anara. My game is terrible. I feel like I've basically had a mark up the entire game so far. A bit of a rough start. 4 minutes 0-2. Not really what you like to see. I feel like I've been doing okay. I just feel like we've maybe been lacking on the point a little bit. Anara is one of the most difficult tanks to kind of go up against with like a Ruckus, but I guess we still stand a chance at this as long as we maybe get Cauterize going a little bit faster. I'm going to go in for an ult play. Sure, see if we can hold this. I think my marker's worn out. Oh, she's so goddamn low. I'm going to see if I can maybe finish her with the nade. That didn't didn't work. There's a fire on that side to kind of lock him off a little bit, I guess. Oh, Grok's out. Nice. Okay. I think we're actually making this recovery somehow. Man, this has been tough so far. Bomb King is really, really low. I might get him with the nade. Oh, that actually worked. I didn't think I'd get that kill, but that was like 300 damage, which was just enough to get him. BK through the knockback. There's fire to block him off a little bit. There's shots for you. Anara has been the biggest pain so far this game. Grok, I don't know what you think you're doing, son, but you just took a ton of damage for literally nothing. We've got recovery mechanic, which is making this a bit easier, but it's still pretty tough. There's one on the Tyra. Just keep getting shots. I'm having to consistently dodge damage from that door, which is really annoying, or the window, I guess. Missed that. I might be gone here, or maybe not. I'm in a really, really sketchy spot, but I think I'm going to survive. There's hits for you. I'm in such a sketchy spot, but it's kind of working. BK is not gone. There we go. Just about. That nade worked again. Maybe we can get rid of these guys. I've got my ult back again. Grok is now ulting, and I'm dead. What an intense fight on the point. I was there for like 2 minutes in that little corner. I managed to survive for absolutely ages. I've been doing that a lot this game, just about surviving and outputting pretty decent damage, but we've had a really, really tough time so far. Really, the only difference I've noticed with Tyra so far is the damage buff is slightly less noticeable, and also it wears off like a little bit faster, but even that's not that noticeable. Can I hit you with a nade? No, I misjudged where you were going. Looks like this might actually be a 0-4 start. We'll have to see. Did I get those marks on 2 people? I think I did. I'll have to go ahead and ult here. Maybe this will keep me alive by getting lifesteal and stuff. I am still gone. This is going to be 0-4. Definitely feel like they deserve it. They played way, way better than our team there. We'll see with the stats. Willow, I think, was focusing me a little bit, but I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. Grok is the man with top play. Not sure exactly what this is going to be. There weren't any crazy plays that match. We were just really not able to hold the point at all. So it is him getting rid of Ruckus with 3 bounces. Yep, okay, that's basically asking for our team to get wiped just by that alone. Ruckus just getting consistently bounced off of. But I think he got like 2 assists there and he killed me, so fair enough. I suppose doesn't really seem like much of a top play, but I guess it ended the game off. Well, there you go. There are the stats for game 1. Shoutouts to OMG Stacy and also Das Burrito. That was the Grok and the IO. If we go through the stats, Ruckus had a bit of a tough time. So did the Zin and so did the BK there. 37k, 33k, and 28k. None of those guys did that great. They did okay, though. I suppose Vera did pretty good. I got to give her props. She felt like she was doing a really good job on heals. 91k. I also don't think I did too bad. 68k damage. I'll honestly happily take, given the matchup there. We have second highest, beaten only by the Grok, who was playing damage and just consistently getting free bounces on the Ruckus. But if we go through the stats on their side, their IO did pretty decent, their Grok did pretty decent. Anara was okay. She didn't really play all that well. She just kind of existed. You know, she played Anara with an IO and a Grok and did okay. And then Willow and BK both did fine as well. Let's go ahead and jump into game 2. Got another Siege match. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for more Siege stuff. Jaguar Falls. We've got a team already locked in. Cassidy, Damba, Anara, and Makoa. So double tank healer damage. This should work out fine. Their team is Anara, Drogoz, Maldamba, Maeve, and Eevee. Maybe if you stack Tyra's damage buffs with other damage buffs, it'll be more noticeable. Like if you have a Genos or a Torvald on your side, maybe it'll be noticeable. But who's going to play damage buff Torvald now that that's also a 15%? Feel like there's now way more of a reason to go for these 2 options. But Hunting Party is still, you know, decent. I feel like it's now just, I guess, a little bit more in line. Do we go for the speed or the mark duration one? I feel like I actually need to kind of buff the duration out a little bit here, but the speed could be really good. We'll do the speed, and I guess this way we can feel the reduced duration a little bit more. I don't know if that's the same Anara or not, but just damage reduction Anara is a pain in the ass to play against on any character, so this isn't the best scenario for me to show it off. Combustible, Cat Burglar, Wormhole, another damage reduction Anara on our side, Pluck, Impulse, and then we're just waiting on the Damba. What do I want to grab? Kind of want to start off with Nimble, but I know I should start off with Court, so we'll do that. Damba's gone for Spirit's Chosen, which is good to see because that's going to buff out his heal, and so has theirs. Let's just go and mark the Tyra straight off of the bat. I think we're probably going to kill her really quickly here. We're actually going to wall off my fire. What even was the point in that? I just heard an Eevee blink, but I don't know where she is. Ah, there you go. I did mark her so we can see where she is after she blinks back, which is something I didn't even really think about. There's First Blood. Don't know who that was even on. Let's get more shots on you. That Maeve is so low. You are so painful to go against. I deal 60 damage a shot against this Anara. That is just insane. She is gone, though. Very glitchy animations, but she's outie. Let's just leave one of those to play on the point while we chase him down. That movement speed buff is pretty good. Mark the Maeve. There we go. We just helped save that Cassie just about. I thought she was going to die there. Mark for him. Throw the fire down. We actually capped it before the Anara ran there. I think she was mounted up as well. There's a mark for you. Couldn't tell if I actually had it on you already. I guess I didn't. Get a couple cheeky shots through this little wall. There's a mark for the Eevee. She's out. Nice. I'm doing way better this game. The movement speed buff is really nice. It does feel like my mark is wearing up pretty quickly, to be honest, but I actually don't really mind it considering I'm getting a nice speed buff. buff in exchange. What the hell was that? That was really awkward, but I think she's gone. Nice, let's mark you as well. Okay, get a couple shots. There's the nade. I think he's out. I'll take the double, mark him. Oh, wait, why did that actually use my mark? Why does it use my mark if it doesn't actually mark him? What's the point in that? That's dumb. There's a nade. Wait, what? How did that deal damage to you but not deal the full amount of damage to you? It was a direct hit. I'm confused. Maybe I misread that situation. Didn't I just direct hit that Eevee and she didn't take the full 700 from my nade? That makes no sense if that's what just happened. Couldn't really properly tell what was going on there because of how fast-paced that fight and stuff was, but I'm pretty sure I direct hit it with the nade and didn't deal full damage, which is the silliest thing ever if, again, that is what actually happened. You can also refresh the mark on people. If they've already got a mark, you can mark them again to refresh the duration, which is maybe why the duration doesn't feel as bad to have it as a bit shorter. I'm dead to the Drogos there. Nara would have probably killed me with the ult even if I did survive. I'm going to save up for Cauterize. Gotta say, though, even after the nerfs, it still feels pretty good. That was such a lucky kill on the Drogos. I could only see him because I marked him, so that just got me a free kill. What I was trying to say, though, did not realize there was nobody on the point, is that it still feels pretty good to play. Even though it has been nerfed, it still feels pretty decent. What is going on with my screen? I'm not touching my keyboard. Oh, it's gone? Okay, sure. What I was trying to say, though, is the mark doesn't feel bad. It still feels fine. It just doesn't feel as crazy when you mark somebody because you're not amping the damage as much. The duration isn't as strong. It just feels a lot more in line. It doesn't feel like playing Hunting Party Tyra instantly means the entire team is just going to deal crazy damage all the time. Just feels a little bit more fair, I guess would be the way to word it. I don't think it really needs a buff, but I also don't think it needs a nerf for sure. I reckon if they nerf this, it will actually just put it into the ground. Well, freaking counterplayed from the Inara there. Do I want to ult? I guess we can ult. Sure, I can probably still shred through you here. Oh, come on. Why is this taking forever? My accuracy was trash there. I'm not really sure how we plan to break through. It's on 75%. Joker's over there being a bit of a pain. I have marked him. I also marked the Tyra. He's dead any second. If I can just land some more shots. There we go. Nice. I think our Inara ulted. I'm not sure. There's a mark for you. Okay, there's a nade. You're going to ult as well. I did jump just before that so I could carry a little bit of momentum, and I tried to mark her again, just fall through the map like usual Paladins style. I don't really know what this Makoa's doing. He's gone. That was a very, very strange Makoa ult, but sure, I actually have enough to finish off court now. I don't feel like I'm doing too bad, but again, feel like the team is having a little bit of a tough time. I feel like I'm doing okay, though. There's a mark for you. Get some more shots on her. One thing that I know I for sure need to improve with Tyra, well dodged there, madame, is my headshot game. I feel like I'm just terrible landing headshots with her in comparison to other champs. There's a mark for you. 6. Do you want to mark 2, Eevee? I don't really know exactly where you are. Oh, you're there. Okay, cool. The mark animation didn't even work properly, but I'll take it. Oh, I thought I might be able to get that kill. Yeah, definitely noticing that the mark doesn't last as long now that we're using the speed version of the loadout. I know it's only 1.2 seconds, but it's surprisingly noticeable that the mark is pretty damn short right now in the setup we're currently using. Don't know where they're going. These guys are kind of just chilling, but there's a mark for you. Honestly, I don't know who I should be focusing for like my marks and stuff, because I feel like I should be marking the Inara, but I also feel like I should be marking the squishies, just because Inara is basically always in like crazy damage reduction. I'm spamming the mark over there just to see if I could actually get somebody on it. There's a mark for the Tyra. You're not a Tyra, you're an Inara. Why am I so bad with names? I'm going to go ahead and ult and see if I can maybe get a save here. You are gone. Nice. Can we get rid of him? Nice. Double. Can I get rid of you as well? There's fire on the point. Oh, she's solo. Sick. Triple kill. Can I get rid of the Eevee as well? Reload in there. Just hold fire on her as much as we can. That's an unofficial quadra. I'll take that. Mavis here on the left. Can I get an unofficial penta? Oh, sick. That's an unofficial penta. I'm 100% calling that. That was a clutch play. Honestly, only just about got that to work. I tried to get rid of the Drogos first because he's like the burstiest, and then I just focused on the rest of them. I got very, very lucky with the team coming in with like stuns and heals and stuff as well, but that was a pretty decent unofficial penta. I was very, very concentrated there, though. I don't feel like I breathed for the entirety of that. So it's 2-2. Let's see if we can make this 4-2. Sure, it's 10 minutes. I feel this might be a pretty long video, so if you've been enjoying it so far, you know what to do. You can just head down to the description and hit the like button. It's somewhere near there, right? That's Cassie ulting, so we do have a lot of reveals this game, don't we? There's a mark on her. I really feel like I should be trying to get rid of this Andro first. You're not on Andro, you're a Drogos. Also, how didn't I get stunned there? I feel like that's bullshit. I feel like I was 100% in stun range there. There's a mark for you. Oh, I'm nearly gone. Jesus Christ. Built-in lifesteal for Tyra actually feels pretty good, surprisingly. It's kind of strange. I'm still not really used to it, but it's definitely noticeable that Nara is marked, so she's not going to try and flank it. A couple more little poke shots over there. There's a little bit of fire to maybe zone you off a tad. There's a mark on her. Who the hell do I focus during these fights? I don't know, but let's get rid of you. Sure, I actually got rid of him, but I am probably going to die because Damba just solo ulted me. That's like the second time I think he's done it. Looks like we're going to win the team fight, though, considering we have 4 up and they have 2. I think we do have this. It is a Nara v Nara and Cassie, and then a Maldamba. Eevee's there too. Apparently, Cassie's doing work. She just got rid of both of them, and that is 3-2. 4-2 seems feasible. We can do this. I think the simplest way I can explain how this feels is Mark Tyra, I'd say, used to be 120% of like efficiency level. I'd say currently she's at like 80%. I feel like it's taken like a third of her oomph out of her. I know that's a terrible description. That's like the simplest way I can describe it that makes sense in my small brain. Let's mark him. Do I want to make an ult play? No, because she just ulted. This would be a terrible idea. Let's throw the firebomb up there somewhere. Just spam the mark. There we go. That Drogoz is so low. I just want to tickle him a little bit and he'll be out. Oh, okay, Maeve, you're just going to run in. Sure, you are gone. Thank you, Damba, for the immense save that he just pulled off. Drogoz, I don't know what you're doing over here, but sure, you're gone. I'm going to go ahead and ult. I don't need to, but I'm going to just do it. See if we can get rid of this Anara. I have vision here, so I think I can probably shred her. Oh my god, this takes forever. You have such silly amounts of damage reduction. Oh, Damba. Damba, can you not? Damba, can you not? There's fire, and there's a couple more shots. I'm getting healed by our Damba, who is a god at this point. There's a mark for him or her, and she's gone. Nice. Throw the fire down here. Finish off the Eevee. Mark the Drogoz. There's a nade for him. Might actually get this push. I'm not sure. Eevee just ulted for some reason, and she's gone. Well done, Damba. I think we're actually going to get the 4-2, surprisingly. Honestly, didn't think that was going to be a thing that could happen, but looks like we're getting it. She's gone any second. Don't know who she was even trying to get with that ult, but I'm pretty sure the 4-2 is secured at this point. We'll throw a mark on her. There we go. Get some last little bits of damage in before the game's over. That is Drogoz going in. There goes Maeve. There's fire on the point. That'll give us a ton of damage. Nice. Are we going to get another, like, unofficial type penta thing? Maybe. Well, there's a triple at the end, at least. I could have probably got the Eevee who was blinking around too there if I was a little bit faster, but there we go. 4-2. Didn't think we'd actually get it. My brain is melting. That was such a hyper game for me. But Anara is the gal with top play there. Anara. She pulls out the ult. She gets the 4-man stun. She gets the kill on Anara. She gets the kill on me. She gets the kill on Maldamba, and she also, I think, gets the kill on the Makoa, or maybe not because he ulted, so it probably took forever. And there you go. There are the stats for game 2. Is Mark Tyra ruined? I wouldn't say so. I feel like she's in an okay spot, but she's no longer in like a great spot. I don't think anybody could really say Mark Tyra is OP currently. I reckon it's pretty much standard. Lobby chat's a little bit weird on this one. OP matchmaking, 2 idiot flanks, easy, 50k, MG, okay, Toxic Pro. I did recognize the name because I think I played with him before. Don't know why he's salty that he got 2 people who weren't tryharding in a casual game, but whatever. We went 28 to 105k damage, which isn't highest, beaten out by the Drogoz, but I'll take second highest. Again, don't feel like I did badly there. 28-14 I think is an okay stat. Like I was trying to say during the match, I feel like Tyra before this nerf was like at 120%. She was a little bit too good, and I'd say this one puts it down to about 80% because it does feel significantly less strong than it did before. Even though they only changed a couple things, I honestly didn't think it would be that noticeable, but you really do feel it. The one thing that I didn't really notice was the cooldown being different. I still felt like I could throw my mark out basically the entire match, but I definitely felt like it was shorter for sure. I felt like I had to reapply it a lot. Usually you'd mark somebody, you could do like the entire fight without reapplying it. This time around I felt like I had to throw it on them again midway through the fight because it was running out. So realistically, during a match, the way that this change will affect you is you're going to have to apply your mark more, and you're also not going to deal as much damage for marking somebody. So it does feel like a pretty significant nerf, 25% down to 15, and also the duration of it. Cooldown, didn't really notice it, but that's just me. If we go through the stats though, our Damba did pretty damn well, 162k heals, props to him. Our Makoa, very, very strange, 26k damage, considering he was going for pluck is pretty low, and then 44k shielding. I did notice he was playing a little bit weirdly, but you know, it's whatever. We still managed to win. And then Cassie did pretty decent, a lot of deaths, but also a decent amount of damage. And then Anara did pretty damn good. Matchmaking definitely going a little bit strange on our side there. I think overall the stats are very, very strange and kind of all over the place. On their side, Drogoz did pretty decent. The Eevee did okay. Their Maeve did okay. Their Damba did okay, although he didn't do as good as our Damba. And their Anara actually did better than our Anara. I'd say their Anara was by far the most annoying person in that match on their side. Drogoz was kind of a pain, but I feel like when an Anara plays well, it's so much more noticeable than when like a Drogoz or whatever plays well, just because they're just like a brick wall of damage tankiness and just end up having a really, really hard time getting rid of them. And even though we had 2 people on the point there, that one Anara who was better than ours felt like she was worth 2 tanks. It's kind of crazy. I feel like if anybody's up next on like the chopping block for nerfs, it's probably going to be Anara and her damage reduction because it is kind of crazy right now. It kind of feels the same as like Tyra's old damage buff, but just inverted with Anara. I reckon maybe they'll pull this down to 15% instead of 25%, but then that's kind of the only thing Anara has really is her damage reduction. I don't really see her played any other way, but that was Tyra. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Of course, let me know what you want to see me do next. Also, let me know your thoughts on this change in the comments. I'm really interested to hear what you guys think about it. I've seen very, very little Tyra since the nerf, so I guess that does speak volumes, but see you all really, really soon. As always, stay Frost there.